To better understand your own personal yoga practice, you have to understand where you fit on the chart. A chart that I created, which I call the curve. Where are you on that curve on your journey? Because awareness is everything. To better understand where you fit on the curve chart depends on how long you've been doing yoga. 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years. Let's assume you're a beginner. You're now on the upside of the curve, especially if you've been doing yoga on a regular basis. Now, I talked about how many days a week I prescribe that is the best way if you really want to improve in this yoga. 4 times a week should be minimum. 5 is great. 6 is ideal. I'm not a proponent of 7. I like to take 1 day off, but between 4 and 6 times a week, if that's your practice, you're on the upside of that curve. Now, all you're going to do is have one breakthrough after the other, especially if you've got a really good teacher that's giving you proper alignment, proper corrections, getting you on the right path. Now you're soaring up on that curve, and all you're going to do is break through like crazy. And that's really a wonderful time in yoga because you get so exhilarated. Maybe you start to shed a few pounds.
Feel amazing.
You're starting to feel detox. You're going to release all the toxins and poisons through the sweat. So this is exhilarating feeling physically, mentally, and spiritually that happens as a beginner. And now you're on that chart just going up, up, and up on the upside of the curve chart.
This feels amazing.
And if you're enjoying these types of videos, because these videos can propel you in your yoga practice as a student and as a teacher, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Once again, what I said before, it really depends on how long you've been doing yoga and how much yoga you're doing. For example, when I started my practice, in an insane amount, you might have heard me say this before on the channel, I was doing 3-4 classes a day. So if you're doing 4 classes a week compared to my 4 classes a day, that's a big difference. Now, I'm not a proponent of doing that many yoga classes a day. I think it's too much. It's way too abusive on the body.
Are you crazy?
But a good solid yoga class per day. So it really depends on how often you're doing it, how much you're putting forth your best effort. Let's just assume you're putting forth your best effort and you're on that 4 to 6 times a week pace. Now what's going to happen somewhere around, and again, it really depends on you, 6 months, 7 months, maybe even a year. Now you reach the second part of that curve chart and now you're on the plateau. So now you seem to be, I've been practicing every single week and had all these breakthroughs, and all of a sudden it feels like I'm stuck, like I'm not moving. Now there might be other reasons why you're not improving. Maybe because you're not coming enough. Maybe because you're not putting forth your best effort. So let's just assume you're coming on a regular basis. You're in the proper alignment. And if you don't have a proper teacher, look down in the descriptions below. I can be your teacher and your mentor. We've got all kinds of on-demand options. You're doing it on a regular basis. You're putting forth your best effort, and nothing's happening because you're on the plateau. And that's just how the body works. It can be a little disheartening at first, but don't think of yourself reaching for the final goal, because you'll never get to the final stage where you've perfected every single pose and every single side of your body. It's not going to happen. It's really, you've always heard this term before. It's the journey, not the destination. But yes, you have ambition to want to improve in your practice, but at the same time, when you're hitting that plateau, understand there's so much more that's going on. And this is a really important point, because it's not just about improving in your yoga practice. It's the experience that you're getting. You're continuing to detox. You're continuing to make what my teacher's teacher, Vishnu Ghosh, would say, an investment into the future. He would say every single yoga class that you're doing today will benefit you 5 years into the future. So yeah, you're going to get the immediate result from that yoga class, but the real benefit's going to happen down the line. So now that you've been practicing yoga for more than 5 years, you get the immediate present moment benefit, but at the same time, you're going to reap the benefit from 5 years ago, and that becomes residual. So the point I want to make is when you're on the plateau side of that chart, that's the second stage of my curve chart, then you have to just be patient. You have to understand the process. You're doing yoga for so much more than just to improve in the practice. You're doing it for the experience. You're doing it for the future investment. You're doing it to feel good and to detox. You're doing it to connect with the universe and everyone in it, the bigger picture of yoga. So be patient at the plateau stage. Which brings us to the next stage of the curve chart. You've reached your peak. You're not really sure when that's going to be or where that's going to be. And maybe the peaks will have peaks and valleys as well. But when you get to that peak phase, and again, it really depends on you, how long you've been doing it. For me, it was about 10 years. And I think the average person is going to be between 10 and 15 years. They're going to peak. One of my teachers was Emmy Cleaves, who just passed away. She was 94 years old. She was what I call the matriarch of hot yoga. She started her practice at 45, so she really didn't peak till she was about 60, maybe 58, 60 years old. That's where you can break out the fireworks. You've reached the summit, And my suggestion is when you reach the summit is, first of all, enjoy it and take as many videos and pictures as you possibly can so you can show your grandchildren when you get older, because it's not going to last. That's a very important point of this whole video. When we peak, we're not going to continue to stay there. Why are we not going to continue to stay there? Because there's no way you're going to be doing yoga when you're 90 years old the same way you're doing it when you're 45 or 50 or 35. It's just not going to happen. What's going to happen is maturity is going to take over. Time is going to take over. For me personally, I peaked about 10 years into my practice. Here's a couple pictures that I took when I was in my peak time. Here's a video of what I took when I was in my peak time, and I showed those videos before on the channel. Take another look at a few now. Now that brings us to the next phase on the curve chart, and that's the down phase. Like I said before, if your goal is to constantly improve as a beginner, as you climb up that chart, when you've reached your peak, you're not able to do the yoga that you did before. That's when this awareness has to come in. It's so important, and I've been there. Believe me, I know it. I remember I was doing a level 2 training. Had to be in like 2004, 2005, and I had people coming to my training who were peaking in their late 20s, and here I am trying to keep up with them, and I was able to, but at the same time, I almost killed myself in the process. Because one, I get very competitive. You can ask my family about that. Can be very competitive, even though yoga is not supposed to be competitive. It was really the first time that I was able to look in the mirror and say, you're not able to do what you used to do. Now it changes things. Your awareness must shift, and I know this from my own personal experience. There's another famous yogi named Dharma Mitri. He's from Brazil. I think he's in his 80s now. I'm not real sure. He would say he would lose one posture. He did this real famous chart. I don't know if you've seen it before, but he said he would lose one posture every year. So this is important. If you're on the downside of the curve, you must be aware. You must honor that level as well, but at the same time, continue to challenge yourself. So yes, at the beginning, sometimes we can be very ambitious. So we want to climb up that ladder to improve. We hit the plateau. We understand that there's a plateau. We're peaking. It's wonderful. And all of a sudden, hey, I'm not able to do yoga like I used to. That can be definitely disheartening. That can definitely bruise the ego, no question. But at the same time, it's just reality. It's just maturity. It's just understanding the awareness and bringing that awareness into your practice and honoring your level. But here's the beauty of the curve. Let's say you start down here at whatever this level is, and you're climbing, and you're peaking here, and now all of a sudden you're on the downturn. The good news is you're never going to go back to where you started. Thank you. Unless somebody locked you in a closet for 20 years. You're not going to ever go back to where you started, especially if you're continuing your practice. You're definitely going to go down from the peak, but you're not going to go down to where you started. All of that benefit, all of that movement that's been accumulating inside your body for all these years, and that's what Vishnu Ghosh again called the residual effect, the benefit you're going to receive in the future, and it continues to compound and accumulate, and you accrue all this extraordinary benefit, and you're now going to the old age in grace because you have this phenomenal range of motion, awareness, strength. Yoga is so extraordinary, and now you really reap the benefits at this stage. And now I say to myself, I would not trade what I know for what I could do when I was peaking. It'd be nice to have both, but I wouldn't trade the awareness level that I'm at now from when I was at my peak time, when I was doing my best yoga, because I was actually over-ambitious at that time. Maybe that's why I achieved so much in such a little period of time. And I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, it's just my personality. But the awareness is key. So once again, the point of this entire video is to understand and have the awareness where you fall on the curve chart. Are you going up? Are you plateauing? Are you peaking? Are you on the downside? And having that understanding and having that awareness is key, because now you're in the present moment. Now you're going to be able to reach your full potential, whatever that is going to be in that moment, because that full potential is going to change. Then change within time. But the beauty of it is that you're on your yogic practice, you're on your yogic sadhana, and it's a wonderful and extraordinary experience. I'm glad I can share my experiences with you. So that's our episode for today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jimmy Barkan. I've been practicing, teaching hot yoga for over 40 years. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you want more videos like this, hit the like button and put any comments down below. I get to all the comments, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye, guys.